In the heart of Haiti, a silent tragedy unfolds. Marie, a mother of three, shapes mud into small, flat cakes. Her eyes reflect the harsh reality: empty cupboards and hungry children. These mud cakes, made of dirt, salt, and shortening, are a desperate attempt to quell hunger. Each day, Marie faces the agonizing decision of how to feed her children. The earth becomes the source of these false meals, a grim reminder of brutal inequalities. The mud cakes offer a temporary reprieve from hunger, but this reprieve comes at a cost, paid in health and dignity. Marie watches her children consume these earth cookies, feeling helpless. The mud cakes offer little nutritional value, but they are all she has. Marie's story is a stark microcosm of a larger national crisis. Her struggle echoes through the impoverished villages and slums of Haiti. Mud cakes, a desperate attempt to satiate hunger, are, in essence, a recipe for disaster. Devoid of essential nutrients, they offer a false promise of nourishment, masking the grim reality of malnutrition. The primary ingredient, dirt, lacks vital proteins, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals. Instead, it introduces harmful bacteria, parasites, and toxins into the body. The addition of salt complicates the nutritional equation. High salt content can exacerbate dehydration in communities with limited access to clean water. This cycle weakens the body's defenses, making individuals more susceptible to diseases. The inclusion of rancid shortening adds another layer of risk. It provides minimal calories and does little to address severe nutritional deficiencies. Spoiled fats can lead to gastrointestinal problems, further compromising health. The long-term consequences are dire, including stunted growth and increased mortality rates. The distressing reality of mud cakes in Haiti is a symptom of entrenched poverty and systemic failures. Decades of political instability and economic mismanagement have created fertile ground for hunger. Many Haitians live below the poverty line, struggling to afford basic necessities. Limited access to education and employment perpetuates a cycle of poverty. Subsistence farming is vulnerable to natural disasters and market fluctuations. Recurrent droughts and hurricanes exacerbate the food crisis. Lack of investment in rural infrastructure worsens challenges for smallholder farmers. This cycle of poverty and food insecurity demands a multifaceted approach. Haiti's crumbling infrastructure reveals a deeper crisis, impacting food security and basic services. Decades of neglect have left the nation unable to support its citizens. Poor transportation isolates communities and hampers food distribution. Unreliable electricity leads to food spoilage and waste. This exacerbates poverty and hinders economic development. The absence of social safety nets amplifies vulnerability. Families struggle to cope with job loss, illness, and disasters. This deepens poverty and perpetuates hunger and deprivation. In the unforgiving grip of chronic hunger, the human body adapts to survive, but at a terrible cost. For those who endure prolonged periods of food deprivation, hunger transforms from a temporary sensation to a persistent state of being, a grim reality that shapes their physical and mental well-being. The body, starved of essential nutrients, begins to conserve energy, slowing down metabolism and sacrificing muscle mass to preserve vital organs. Children, particularly vulnerable during crucial developmental stages, suffer the most devastating consequences. Stunted growth, a visible sign of chronic malnutrition, becomes a cruel marker of deprivation, robbing children of their physical potential and casting long shadows on their future prospects. The lack of proper nutrition also impairs cognitive development, affecting learning abilities, concentration, and overall academic performance, perpetuating the cycle of poverty across generations. Beyond the physical toll, chronic hunger exacts a heavy psychological and emotional price. The constant preoccupation with finding the next meal consumes thoughts, eroding hope and fostering a sense of despair. The stress and anxiety associated with food insecurity can lead to depression, apathy, and a loss of motivation, making it even more challenging for individuals to break free from the chains of poverty. The consequences of prolonged hunger extend far beyond the individual, weaving a tangled web of health complications that burden the entire healthcare system. Malnutrition weakens the immune system, making individuals, particularly young children and the elderly, more susceptible to infectious diseases such as diarrhea, pneumonia, and measles. What might be a common ailment in a well-nourished individual can quickly escalate into a life-threatening condition, in a body deprived of essential nutrients. Moreover, chronic malnutrition increases the risk of developing chronic diseases later in life, including heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. This vicious cycle of malnutrition, compromised immunity, and increased disease burden overwhelms an already fragile healthcare system, straining resources and perpetuating the cycle of poverty and ill health. The lack of access to quality healthcare, particularly in rural areas, further exacerbates the health crisis. Limited availability of medical professionals, essential medications, and critical medical equipment hinders the provision of timely and effective care. This lack of access to basic healthcare services not only results in preventable deaths, but also pushes families deeper into poverty as they struggle to cope with the financial burden of medical expenses. The heartbreaking reality of mud cakes in Haiti is a stark reminder of the urgent need for collective action to combat hunger and poverty. Addressing this complex issue demands a multifaceted approach, one that tackles both the immediate symptoms and the root causes of food insecurity. International organizations, governments, and individuals must work in unison to ensure that every Haitian has consistent access to safe, nutritious, and affordable food. Immediate humanitarian assistance is crucial to alleviate the suffering of those facing acute hunger. Providing food aid, clean water, and essential sanitation services can save lives and prevent further deterioration of the humanitarian situation. However, it is equally important to move beyond emergency relief and invest in sustainable long-term solutions that address the underlying causes of food insecurity. Investing in agricultural development is paramount to breaking the cycle of hunger. Supporting smallholder farmers with access to improved seeds, fertilizers, irrigation systems, and training on sustainable farming practices can increase agricultural productivity, enhance food security, and improve livelihoods. Furthermore, investing in rural infrastructure, including roads, storage facilities, and market access, can facilitate the transportation and sale of agricultural produce, reducing food losses and boosting local economies. While international support is crucial, true and lasting change must come from within Haiti itself. Empowering local communities to take ownership of their food systems is essential for sustainable development. Supporting the growth of local markets, promoting community-based food production initiatives, and strengthening local supply chains can foster resilience, reduce reliance on external aid, and create a more equitable food system. Investing in education and skills development is equally important. Providing children with access to quality education, particularly in agriculture, nutrition, and entrepreneurship, can equip them with the knowledge and tools they need to break free from the cycle of poverty and contribute to their nation's development. Furthermore, it is essential to strengthen governance and promote political stability. Addressing corruption, improving transparency, and ensuring accountability are crucial for creating an environment conducive to economic growth, social progress, and equitable distribution of resources. The story of mud cakes in Haiti is a stark reminder of the human cost of indifference. It is a call to action, urging us to work towards a world where food is not a privilege but a fundamental right for all. By addressing the root causes of hunger, investing in sustainable solutions, and empowering local communities, we can create a future where the heartbreaking reality of mud cakes fades into a distant memory, replaced by a reality where every child in Haiti and around the world has the opportunity to thrive. This is not just a matter of charity, it is a matter of justice. It is about recognizing the inherent dignity of every human being and ensuring that they have the opportunity to live a life free from the gnawing fear of hunger. It is about building a world where the earth, instead of being a source of despair, becomes a symbol of hope, nourishment, and opportunity for all.